What is up, Star Wars fans? This is Darth Watts, and in this video we're going to be talking about the Mandalorian trilogy, a possible Mandalorian movie trilogy that should be coming out with the Mandalorian and Grogu Star Wars movie, and then the Dave Filoni Star Wars movie is the second installment, and the third installment would probably be written and directed by Jon Favreau. Now, I don't know how I feel about all this because I feel like Dave Filoni's Star Wars movie is separate and is intended to be much bigger, and the Mandalorian and Grogu Star Wars movie and Dave Filoni's Star Wars movie doesn't seem to fit well in a trilogy. And the reason why is because the Mandalorian and Grogu Star Wars movie was intended to be Mandalorian Season 4. Jon Favreau has originally intended Mandalorian Season 4. And the Mandalorian and Grogu Star Wars movie was a last-minute decision when Disney and Lucasfilm decided to turn Mandalorian Season 4 into the Mandalorian and Grogu Star Wars movie, having the Mandalorian and Grogu Star Wars movie replace Mandalorian Season 4. Now, we were originally going to get a Season 4 shortened by 6 episodes, with the Mandalorian and Grogu Star Wars movie telling the finale, but things changed when Carl Weathers passed away, and Carl Weathers, who plays Chief Garga in the Mandalorian series. So, my feelings are telling me that the Mandalorian and Grogu Star Wars movie is just temporary, but I doubt that it's going to be the end of the Mandalorian series, because I still think that Jon Favreau has the Mandalorian Season 4 still planned, but I think Mandalorian Season 4 has gotten taken off the schedule to be rewritten, to be reworked, and hopefully when Mandalorian Season 4 comes out, Mandalorian Season 4 would most likely lead up to the events of the Mandalorian and Grogu Star Wars movie, and the Mandalorian and Grogu Star Wars movie would indeed be the conclusion of the Mandalorian series, ending with a Star Wars movie. But the Mandalorian and Grogu Star Wars movie, with what my understanding is, especially with it being a conclusion to the Mandalorian series, I think Mandalorian and Grogu is just a standalone film, and Dave Filoni is probably already planning a Star Wars trilogy, but it has nothing to do with the Mandalorian and Grogu Star Wars movie. It has something to do that ties every bit of the Mandoverse together, every bit of the New Republic together, and Dave Filoni perfectly set up Thrawn's return as heir to the Empire in Ahsoka Season 1. So, in Ahsoka Season 2 would most likely focus on Peridea and how Ahsoka and Sabine Wren are going to escape Peridea, as well as diving into Baylan Skoll's identity and Shin's identity. So, that's going to be the basis of Season 2 of Ahsoka. But as far as the Mandalorian and Grogu Star Wars movie and Dave Filoni Star Wars movie being a part of a trilogy, I don't buy it. I think Mandalorian and Grogu is by itself, mainly because it was a last-minute decision, and the Mandalorian Season 4 was the original intention, and I think that Jon Favreau took Mandalorian Season 4 down due to Carl Weathers' death so he can do some rewrites and basically kill off Chief Garga in the Mandalorian Season 4, and then the Mandalorian and Grogu Star Wars movie would be the conclusion of the Mandalorian series, tying all 4 seasons together. But Dave Filoni's Star Wars movie, and Dave Filoni has even said this, where his Star Wars movie will be tying into all of the Mandoverse shows. Book of Boba Fett, Skeleton Crew, Ahsoka, and Mandalorian all combined. Will be tying them all together. And that's what Dave Filoni's intention is, and that's the reason why I don't believe Mandalorian and Grogu Star Wars movie is a part of a part of a trilogy, and Dave Filoni's Star Wars movie is the second installment. And one more reason why I don't believe that is because we all know that Mandalorian is the biggest money maker on Disney Plus, has the highest viewership, and I know Bob Iger wants to cut back on Disney Plus shows that aren't doing so well. But I highly doubt it's the Mandalorian series, and I have a feeling that Mandalorian is going to continue for at least one more season, but we probably won't get a season 4 announcement or any confirmation until a couple months before the release, probably till a couple months before the release of the Mandalorian and Grogu Star Wars movie. But Disney Plus is slowing down, but it's not come to a complete halt where they only can get movies out. There's going to be Disney Plus. There just won't be as many Star Wars Disney Plus shows, and there will be more movies. And Mandalorian would be most likely to continue for at least one more season because it's the biggest moneymaker on Disney Plus, despite the fact that The Mandalorian season 3 didn't do as well as the first two seasons. But anyways, that's all I have to say for this video. Do make sure to smash a like, subscribe, comment, and I will catch you all later in another video.